Welcome back to RabidKaos in episode 9 of Mogul, and should also be titled, What Did Happen to My Factory This Time? As you can see, I sat around for a bit letting the money build back up. It finished that copper gears quest and gave us another one needing steel rods, copper pipes, and emerald gems. We're not making any pipes right now because we haven't purchased a pipe roller. But what I did while I was waiting for that is I hooked up some of the copper mines back here. So I have them all coming in this way, and it's just the two here. Now, there is also a big one, but I figured I'd wait for that, get you guys in on that one. But, as we saw, this connects down to here, joins into this line, which is fairly full, but it looks like it can handle it. And that's all fine and dandy. It goes into this packager, which is filling up quite quickly. There goes one box. And honestly, this next box is probably going to come through pretty quickly too. Let's just wait and see. Some eagle-eyed viewers may have already seen, there it went. Some eagle-eyed viewers may have already seen part of the problem. There are boxes everywhere. I am producing the boxes quicker than they can be unpackaged. Down here. Over here is an issue too. I mean, it's just a disaster. Boxes all over the place there. We got stuff falling out the sides. So, unfortunately, as much as I like the idea of this design, this is going to need a full rebuild. Look at this. We've got so many boxes in the gold ore that they're just not spilling out. Alright. So, what I'm going to do is stop all the auto miners. Let all this run through. And, we've got some work to do. In the meantime, I'm going to try and get all these up onto these other rails. I'm thinking that this packaging system is going to have to be different and done for the stuff further away. These items are just going to have to come in a different manner. I still like this setup right here for now. We'll leave this going. We are going to have to make some changes. But, for now, we can leave that going. It's just all this that needs to change. And, obviously, the packaging systems on both ends are going to have to go. But we'll figure out a different way to do this. I'm wondering how many of you have gotten to play with this, saw the issue that I ended up running into, and knew this was going to happen, and decided it'd be funnier not to tell me. I don't blame you. It is kind of funnier not to tell me. But obviously those are going to end up causing a problem too. So we'll let that go through. Let them all fall off. We'll put them back in a minute. I do like the idea of everything still coming this way. We'll just have to get rid of the roller belts. Swap them out for the larger belts, or the walled conveyors from this point on. We can still have everything join up right here. Follow this path just and get up there in a different manner. I do still like the sorting system we have going on here. There will be need to be some tweaks with it, but that's something that we can deal with when I get up to it, because I mean this stuff shouldn't be falling out. So I'm gonna have to tweak some things around up there and figure all that out as well. But hopefully by doing that, that's also might fix our slag issue. Because I'm thinking that the best way to handle this is just to belt it directly in there, not worry about this hopper, and go from there. No, don't go down there. Oh well. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and just let this all run through, clean up these boxes, and when I'm all done, I will come back to you after I tear down the basic infrastructure of everything. Alright, well I brought you back because I found something peculiar. There is a box down there. And it does not seem to want to come out. So I may be forced, oops, to have to redo this whole thing. I noticed that this was clogged up and it just doesn't want to come out. So I'm gonna have to redo everything, tear this whole thing down. Might as well move the smelters back a little bit and get rid of the packager. I already started working on this side. I'll do the same over there. Get everything just flowing in here a little bit better. I did notice that box was there. I thought that the problem was the geodes that were coming through, getting stuck in there. But now that I see the box, I can see what the problem was. So I'm going to tear this all down, move the furnaces back, start belting this stuff in, and I'll be back once I've gotten that sorted out. Alright, we are back, and that took a while. So, what I did, actually I can do is get rid of this. I've eliminated all the sorting systems between the source and the mega sorter there, because I've also removed all the crushers. Now crushers do not have, their limit is very high, I should say. And right now we're not going to reach that anytime soon. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of all of this. Put in a proper corner here. Since this is only the 2 mines for now, that's all it needs. We've got this going. I've removed all the stuff in here. All the packaging system. I've rerouted the lines to go up, 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 as well as the other side, and they all come into right here. I have raised this one up a little bit higher than the next one and included a chute in there. And as you can see, the crushers are right below the outputs. So copper will come out that side, get crushed, run along this belt line, and into the furnace. Same thing with the gold. Comes out there, it's got a loop around itself and get there. Iron comes up, gets split 50-50 between steel and iron, and the coal will come out there, come this way. The gems drop down there, come straight out here, drop onto this line to join all the ingots. Right now I'm doing all ingots, and it's going to go along there and into the sell point. I will be putting in packagers and all that, but right now I just want to get a proof of concept that this will work. Here's the extra coal going up through the wash plant as it normally does. So we're going to go ahead and turn on all the auto miners and see if this fixes the issues. I know a lot of the issues were the boxes, but we also did have some issues with ores falling out where they shouldn't be. So I'm hoping that this will fix that problem. So I'm going to use this belt to get up there and keep an eye on things. Oh, wow, that was a fall. We'll use this belt to get up there and keep an eye on things. And as much as I would like to have the one central smelting area, if I were to tap every single mine in here and send it all to here, it would overflow all of these. Every single one would get overflowed with the amount of mines that are in the overall cave. Now, I know you would like to see me redo all that. It took a while, and I didn't want this whole episode to be all about me rebuilding this whole setup. So, if that's something you want to see in the future, by all means, just let me know. And when I inevitably run into a mistake like that again, I'll go ahead and show you the whole process. We'll keep an eye on everything right now. Everything seems to be going okay, falling where they belong. Here comes the first gold, it looks like. First gold I've noticed, at least. It went off to the side like it's supposed to. Yeah, everything seems to be going alright. Copper's going in. Gold's making its way around. We've got some ingots on the path there. It looks like it's all iron. I don't think this has gotten enough coal yet for steel. I did leave some space in between them so I could see what was on there. Alright, now it's got enough for steel, so that'll be good. That's nothing but iron. That looks like nothing but gold. And that is nothing but copper. So, we are making things the way they should be made. Yeah, and there comes some gems. A gem came off. You know what? Before I forget, I will put a polisher in. So let me get that ready. Where are you polishers? I feel like I'm missing them. Oh, I'm not that blind. Let me see. I took a bunch of stuff out of my inventory and threw it on the ground here. There we go. There is only so much space. You can store your items like this. You could also use that to take the item and sell it into the box if you decide you're never going to need it anymore. I know I'm going to need those items, so let me get these right there. And what we will do is get that out of there. Make sure the resource is not on conveyors. Alright. Put that there. We will do the quasi walls we got right here so that it should hopefully keep things from falling out. I am going to extend them a little bit further back just in case. So, now we got all that working. That's good, that's good. So that's all set. We've got a bunch of extra parts here. Well, let's start going in order of the quest. It wants a pipe roller. So, you're going to have to purchase a pipe roller. That would be in machines, not conveyors. Alright, pipe roller. Go ahead and purchase one of those. And it wants copper pipes, and so does that, so you know what? That works out pretty good. Now let's see, do we have the plate roller? We do. Alright. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go over here to the copper, and I'm gonna prepare this ahead of time. I've got 3 of those, and 1 of those. That's all I'm gonna need. Because I've decided I'm gonna turn these into plates, regular plates, and 1 will stay as plates. So, let's see, do we have enough space to get 1 in there? No. Do we have enough space to get this in there? Yes. Perfect. Alright. Now, the one I want to stay as just plates, I'll get my belts out here. No, I don't have my rollers on me. I can do the normal belts for this. That'll be fine. So, we're going to send some plates this way, and I guess I'm not. Alright, I will get the rollers then. I've got to think about how I want to do this. Maybe I just do the 2. That's probably the best bet. Alright, we'll do it this way. So each pipe that you make, it has a sideways input. And you can't switch which way the output is. Can't change the input. The input will always be sideways. So we bring that in there. It takes 2 plates to make 1 pipe. So we'll get that on there. Get the pipe on here. We'll make this merge into here. This conveyor. And we will get this one prepped ahead of time. So we want it to be a 4-way, just like that. Now it doesn't have to be a 4-way, because when the ingots come off there, they kind of hop onto the belt anyway, as you can see right here. I think it just looks a little bit neater. Alright, so now that we've got that, these 2 are going to go straight in. Once these pieces go through, boom, boom, boom. So, now these ingots should be made into plates. will then go onto here. Go into the pipe roller. Perfect. Perfect. This will get us started towards getting some more research tickets. Now, we also see we need polished steel rods. Well, we're not always getting steel, so I think the ideal situation here is to take one of these steel out. We go pick up our roller conveyor, which is a little bit bigger. Let's see if I can find it here. That's not it. I know I took it out. Oh, here it is. There we go. Alright. I'm gonna replace one of these spots with the roller conveyor. We're gonna make sure that that conveyor is kicking out to the side, just like so. Alright. For whatever reason I can't, well, obviously I can't put it there. That was silly of me to even question it. As you can see, half the time we're getting steel, half the time we're getting iron. But it seems to even that seems to even itself out. And for now, I might be more interested in making sure that all the coal goes into the furnace. We're going to take this, put that in here, make sure we got everything. Alright. Now we need a rod extruder. Right there. Now I'm thinking we put that there. And we put a curved piece there. Some straights. Let's see, will it turn itself? It seems to turn itself. No, not always. Some of them do, some of them don't. And that worries me. It still forces its way through. And it looks like the steel's coming at a more regular pace, so I think we're okay with that. Alright. So now I'm going to take this and just straight turn it into there. No, I don't want to do that. That's going to make a mess because there's multiple spots where it can join in, or multiple things joining into that spot. So we'll take 6, get this ready. There we go. 3 to eliminate it. Let this big pile go through and see if we can get quick enough. Ah, yes. Nope, nope. There we go. Alright. That was a mess. But we got it in the end, and that's what matters. We eventually got it. Alright. So that'll help with the steel rod. Still gonna end up getting polished down there. This whole chunk of stuff probably will be a problem. I want to keep an eye on this though. Seems to be doing okay. Let's see, it doesn't matter how much of a pile you put through, they should be all getting polished, and they're not. Look at that. I guess there is a limit to how high you can stack that pile. Alright. That'll still be a big influx into our steel rods. And again, that one falling off, it's not going to normally have that much on there, so I think it's not a big deal that one fell off. For now. Now, Wolfstar, you will be happy to see, I did take your advice on most of this as wall conveyors, because I know I can't use the packager. And as you guys can all see, it does get pretty full. This seems to be doing pretty smoothly. Everything seems to be handling it well here. It doesn't seem to be spilling out anywhere. So I think, for now at least, we have solved that issue. We've got some rods being made. We could honestly turn that into 50-50 split and send everything down here, but I'm worried that the pipe would get sent down here too. I could put an ingot of every kind, but the concern is that it wouldn't be able to keep up, and we wouldn't be getting the regular ingots. Now, we are going to build a factory that's going all the way up to the ceiling to separate all these out, but I did want to try and get this sorted out and fixed, and hopefully we can get this working again properly. I know this is going to be a bit of a shorter episode, but it was just with everything that happened and all the issues that came with it, I think spent quite a bit of time trying to fix it. So next episode, we are going to start unlocking other areas. I mean, I'll go ahead and unlock one for right now. Let me see here. I'll get this in my hand so you guys can see a little bit better. This one's 2400. Let's go ahead and purchase that. And then going back here, blow it up. So there's a chunk. There's a couple chunks there that we're going to need anyway. We've got 2 what looks like copper mines here. And there is most definitely something up that way. And then it looks like for 1,800 bucks we can bring our stuff back that way. So why not? We'll go ahead and purchase that. You know what? Since we've got to grab chunks, and we've got chunks right here, so oh, well, there went one chunk. See how much of this we can get. There went another. Now it's a coal chunk. Awesome. Well, we know copper's not going to be a problem. We know gold's not going to be a problem, because we've seen both of those large veins. We have not seen a large coal vein yet. So, you know, maybe next episode what we'll do is we'll work on that ore cluster stuff, because as you can see, it gives us a doubling casting mold, so we'll be getting more bang for our buck when it comes to these furnaces. So each casting mold here will have 2 ingot molds in it. We'll wait until we at least have that 40 copper pipes, and then I think when we come back the next time, now that this issue seems to be over, we'll start tapping into other places, getting some of these quests done so we can get some more research tickets. I did have to use the one I earned to buy this walled merging conveyor, because I did not trust that all these ores coming into this spot at the same time would work out. So we'll let this keep going through. We got 1, 2, 3, and there's the last one. So let's rush that one along a little bit. And we'll see. We unlock that research ticket, and we'll see what the next quest brings us. And we'll have that research ticket to play with as we go along. But I think next episode will be mostly exploration, finding new mines and new things to tap into. There we go, polished copper pipe and polished iron pipe. So we'll get that set up for the iron pipes as well, so that can process while we explore. But for now, we'll have to do something similar to this. Send the iron off. Maybe do it from here, right here. Send the iron this way. Just send it into 2 plate makers and a pipe roller. But we'll figure all that out the next time. Today was a disaster. It won't be the last time, but hopefully we can get through a good amount of stuff before then. But until then, we'll see you next time.